Yo, what it do? SB, Skooly, Skate, whatever you want to call me. Atlanta's on, the biggest. Right now, you're tuned in, rocking with, rolling with Nolazine. You feel me?
Alright, actually before we start this interview, I'm gonna give you all your flowers while you can smell them. Cause I've been watching you for like over 5+ years now. Like since the movie with Bankroll, Fresh and everything. I like the way you move. I met you a few times in Atlanta,
Sure.
but I ain't try to make it known that I'm Nolazine. I just wanted to just show my face card.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna give you your flowers because you like grinded and you have a strong name in Atlanta. But like I don't think everybody in the South give you all the credit that you actually deserves. So I want to start the interview off with that.
Okay.
But for the world who don't know, tell them where you from in the
I'm from the west side of Atlanta, man. Bankhead, back to the spots, back to Bankhead. Hollywood Road, Bankhead, Holly Ridge.
Gotcha. So for a person who like just travel to Atlanta, who don't know no better, how you get there and tell them how it go down on in your hood.
Well, my hood full of old heads now. So it's really no young people, so it's cool, calm, collect. But it's many ways to get there, man. You can get off on Donnelly Hollowell, you can get off on Hamilton Home, or you can just get off on any other exit before them two and come the back way. You hear me?
Gotcha. So like, you one of those people that has been, able to face when you actually come to the city, cause like everybody don't be outside. You be outside. So it's like, how do you feel about the people that be going to Atlanta and just thinking if the A is sweet? Like just think they could do, pull things off and thinking, people not moving like that. I'm like in the
Take it like people move different ways everywhere. So I don't look at the A like any different from trying to look at Chicago, New York on the late night. Like it's I don't know, LA on the late great night. It's just cause I feel like shit can happen anywhere. You feel me? Good shit, bad shit, everything.
That's a real fact. Yeah, it can happen anywhere. It can happen in a small town, country town, any town.
Nice place, nice area. It's going down.
So, for yourself growing up, who influenced you to actually become a music artist?
Me watching just music as a whole, just as one thing, just watching everybody that was doing music. I kind of looked up to Wayne, just watching all his videos and stuff. Tip, he was coming up, just he was hard. Different people, cause I was also into like R&B music, as you would know. Already, I like Usher, Chris Brown when he came. From then on, like it was just like, so it was always a mixture. Then I like old school, so I feel like music inspired me to keep going, and it made me want to figure out what I could do or what my limits was. So I just tried, and then I went for what I thought I knew, and this what happened.
Gotcha. So how did you actually come up with your music name?
My sister actually gave me the nickname Schoolboy when I got in high school. So me being with the rich kids while I was in middle school, kind of like put my name out there into the school districts, like put my name out there to them before I got into high school. So my transition wasn't like a real transition. It was like people really knew me. As soon as I got there, they knew who I was. I'm like, they always seen me, you know, hanging with the older kids anyway.
Gotcha. So tell the world, you know, being one, you know, music artist, traveling, you know, around the world, making things happen. Like, what's the average day like for you?
What you mean by average?
Like, you know, what you do? You wake up, you know, if you go to studio, you know, if you check on your business, you check on your streams.
Like, yeah, I definitely go to the studio every day. You saying like this my daily routine type shit.
Right.
If I ain't got nothing going, yeah. Just eating, go to the studio, try to go see the family, at some part of the day. And when I'm at the studio, just try to be around some genuine love, genuine people too. Just,
Gotcha.
Other than that, I kind of like try to refrain from going out like just excessively, just for no reason. You know, like just on some. I feel like it's boring. I'm gonna go to the club. Nah, you know, like I'm kind of growing up, so like I ain't really into the club unless I'm going to work. You know, kind of. But definitely for occasions, people call me or they ask me like, "You want to come to the club?" Nah, I come. But other than that, I'm chilling. You know, I'll be chilling. Cause there's so much going on at the same time too. Like, they're just trying to be outside. Be too much going.
Yeah, too much going on outside.
I don't like to be in nobody mix. You know, I got my own mix. So.
Gotcha. So, do you have any brand new music or like projects coming up?
Yeah, I got a project coming. It's a mixture of R&B produced songs, but it's producer / mogul to me, Troy Taylor, and Buddha Bless the Beat, super producer, my buddy, my brother. It's kind of like a mixture of them two, and I got some pop, I got some rap, some shaker booty music, you know, some strip club anthem shit, and I got some real R&B hits, like some Chris Brown shit, you feel me? I'm gonna say Chris Brown every time I could.
Gotcha. So, you know, I've been seeing you rep, you know, with the brand, the studio, like Street Execs, for like some years now. Like, you know, for a person who's not familiar with them or like familiar with the brand, but tell them, you know, how it got started, and like what's your relationship with them and everything like that.
I believe Street Execs got started with three or four members, but they were like I think they had been working already, you know, before they formed the Street Execs, just Alliance Boom. I actually got with them in like, I want to say like 13, 14, probably.
10 years ago.
Yeah. I've been with them. Yeah, I feel like it's more than 10 years probably. But yeah, and I can just tell you about my journey like this. After the Rich Kids, you know, the group I was in, from the beginning. After that, I went and started I had been recording with 2 Chainz a lot, so he kind of like wanted to see me doing something with myself, and it was like, you know, everything was kind of shaky after the Rich Kids broke up, the little split up. So I did the Rich Kids thing for a while with Caleb and him, and we was turning up. Probably like 6, 7 tapes, 8 tapes. We were going crazy. we just kept it going. And then actually Caleb is the one who asked me how I felt about going solo, doing my thing, and he just, like be behind me, be with me along the way. So that happened while I was already doing music with Chainz at the time, and then I didn't have a situation, and me and Chainz, we kind of like grew on each other, became my brother, and then I got with Street. It was like, I found a home,
You've been working ever since?
Ever since. I've been in that building actually like 2.5 different times in my life. Like, I'm saying separate times of life.
Being a music artist, being something else?
Like being an artist. I was there when the Rich Kids was a 4-man group, 5-man group, and it was Tips. It was Grand Hustle Studio.
Okay.
Then after that, it was just so crazy. I ended up being back at this same building. Street Execs bought the building.
If you give us some real history, but like I didn't know that.
Like that's what's crazy.
And so at first it was Grand Hustle.
Before Grand Hustle, it was I think it was BMS.
You give a real history now.
It was a nice spot. I've been in that spot like
Hey, so basically that spot is one landmark in Atlanta.
Yeah. Legendary.
Gotcha. So like, growing on 2 Chainz and everything, like I want you to say from how you feel, like what does 2 Chainz mean like to the old city of Atlanta? Like you being around him, seeing how he move, opening businesses, different things like that.
Yeah, he's definitely a child of the Atlanta history. He's definitely a mogul, has become big in the real estate side of the city. Does a lot for the city. Got the Skyhawks. He took over a team. Got the gym. They got a gym built. He's dipped in.
He working.
That's all he do. He got me working. So.
Gotcha. So being in the music industry, 10+ years or better, what do you enjoy most about it, and like what do you actually hate about it?
Basically, I just love doing music. You make me feel good, so I just love doing music. What I hate is that it's so tainted with, so it could be fake. It's a lot of times, that I don't get the credit that I deserve.
I'm still here to say I'm giving you your credit while we on camera because I watched you.
Sure. Other than that, it's not really too much that I hate about it. People gonna be people. But
right. So I'm gonna bring it back ever to the first time I was introduced to you from that movie with you, 2 Chainz and Bankroll Fresh. So like, how that movie came about, and like, that's really a movie that actually deserves some flowers as well, because it was well written and well shot.
Yeah.
It's like it was like it's a movie that should have been on like something, probably Netflix.
Yeah. Shout out to Street Execs, man. They made that happen. That was like my first like movie, little role. I kind of like shot. Well, I actually did something when I was young too, but that was like
the one, as you was a little older and people knew you.
Put out again, like when people knew me. Yeah.
Like that movie actually made me go check out your music.
That's crazy.
A movie made me check out your music.
That's hard.
And it actually made me check out Bankroll Fresh's. I was like, well, I kind of like him. Then I ended up seeing him on Burger Street.
Mm-hmm.
I long live Bankroll Fresh.
Sure.
So like another person, had a billboard, everything. Like after he passed, like to a person, like I'm from New Orleans, I don't really know the full thing, but I'm gonna ask, what does Bankroll Fresh mean to the city of Atlanta as well?
Bankroll was like, he is right now one of the angels of the city, but he was like I don't know how to describe him. He was like the spokesperson for Atlanta, damn near. Like, especially at the time when he was doing, like, he was just going crazy. But it was like, it was becoming like to a point where when you talk about Atlanta, you mention Bankroll Fresh, or you playing his music, or you listen to his type of music. He had he was a big inspiration.
I ain't gonna lie. Me being from New Orleans, seeing Bankroll, even just paying homage to Cash Money, I'm like, man, shit. If he a hot boy from Atlanta, that's how I looked at it. I say, because he paid so much homage to it, I'm like, man, dude, like, he didn't give off Atlanta to me at first. He gave it to me like he can really take over the South. Yeah. But it will long live him as well before we go further. So, before we leave, what's your advice to one on a younger kid right now that's probably watching this interview and trying to follow behind you?
I don't really even like giving advice, but I just basically just go with your heart, go with your gut, do what makes you happy. Just do it right. You feel me? Whatever you do it right.
Gotcha. So tell us, actually, what's next for you? Do you plan on signing any artists, like having bigger features, dropping merch, having a movie deal?
I definitely would like to keep trying out the acting side, trying some more roles. You feel me? But I'm gonna keep dropping music. I got my own cannabis line called Free Kill Exotics. I got my own like label type shit, Free Kill, along with Cosa Nostra. I do I want to say that again. I want to try a couple more roles for some more.
I won't see
you. That's gonna be.
You wasn't a bad actor. Hey, did you go to acting school?
Nah.
Well, hey, you did good, man. I'm gonna tell you did good.
Appreciate it.
Cause I just remember one line. It wasn't yours, but he said, man, he blessing the streets when the pastor was blessing the streets, and that stuck with me. I always remember that part of the movie. Man, so but I definitely want to see more from you, music and movies and everything.
Coming with more consistency from here on out. I've just been working. We got a lot of videos, a lot of content shot, a lot of music done. Just it's a matter of just putting it out. You feel me?
Gotcha.
Turning up, man.
Also,
they ready for me.
I'm sorry.
They're good.
Also, last but not least, tell the world actually, what can they find you at on social media and just everywhere?
Everywhere is basically the same. SB_Skooly. And Skooly is with a SKOOLY. You feel me? SB_Skooly.